And I got to point out, Feet totally lied to me.
Why did I totally lie to you?
Because I said that you asked us how we thought Bone Daddy was going to end a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I said that you asked us how he was going to have to end up sacrificing himself in the end, and you said, "Yo, you're not even close."
I don't remember this. I don't recall this. What are these shenanigans? Hi everybody, how y'all doing? We're live now.
Wait a minute, it's an alien hospital drama?
I mean, it's more Cooper's drama, but that's beside the point. Where is Cooper?
He's gonna be late.
Ah, damn you, Jaco! Why your Paco not in my taco?
Might be a few minutes late, as have to give someone a lift. To which Tomatel says, "Well, it's not like anything terrible what happened."
Yeah, he only fell down a big dark hole in a hospital where there are these creepy scuttling nurse things.
Yep.
They're clones of each other.
Yep.
Oh, we can just all check out and leave.
I know, we can all just leave. And be perfectly fine. Just leave him here. Deal with the creepy nurses by himself.
Yeah,
He seems
but
to
then
not
he
have
told
a
me he has
problem. He doesn't seem to have a problem dealing with creepy women.
Yeah, that's what I said. Right in chat, Cooper explores a deep, dark, scary hole, but he should be used to that now after the twin Snerica, right?
I mean, like I said, Cooper's done something stupid again.
More or less.
To be fair, he was traveling with the bears, so that was smarter than normal.
I mean, he managed to drag somebody else into his trouble.
Yeah, like the bear isn't going to be stupid and go to jumping in after.
Hello?
Pretty sure you're just gonna use your semblance.
Yeah, we can't hear anything. Hold on.
Around like a meteor.
So, you guys ready for me to do stuff and get us started?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, who's doing the recap now?
Hold on. I have to do something else first. So first off, I have to take the dead pony counter off. Because we're not playing ponies.
But we can't have a dead pony counter.
Okay, now I can hear. Hi, Fiaura.
Tabletop game, Babs.
Oh.
You can stay, but just know that you're, things and stuff. Anyway.
Alright, just want to let you know, I have apparently microfractures in my right leg.
That's cute. Those happen a lot. Deal with them. In the meantime, hi guys. So this is fiaurathetankgirl.com. I actually have a website now. What the fuck? You can come on here. You can see the live stream schedule displayed for you guys, as well as click here, and it takes you to my fanfiction folder, where you can see all the random things that I've been writing. Apparently, one of them's doing quite well, and the other one's doing pretty well. If these hit 100 likes, I have to admit my writing's. If one of these hit 100 likes, I have to admit my writing's good. I don't know how I feel about that. In the meantime, scrolling down here, and you click this button, and look at this! I have a shop! You can buy plushies and prints cards and all sorts of prints. There'll be 2 new prints going up after Winnie City. I get them on like Tuesday, but then they'll be going up and available for sale after Winnie City. But you can get prints of well, just about everything we've done for Fallout Equestria, and I'm hoping maybe getting some prints for the RWBY game for you guys too. But that's somewhere down the line the next month or so. Anyway, somebody has a recap for us. Who's got that? Because I know it wasn't me, because I'd have made a note.
Anyone?
I blame it on Chaco. I think it was his recall. The recap. Under the bus.
So we're blaming it on the guy who can't possibly defend himself at the moment.
Yep.
Isn't that the best way to do it?
I was going to say, isn't that the internet way? Blame it on the person who can't defend themselves?
Pretty much.
Anyone want to do it?
Cooper detention.
I think we're gonna get a little bit more than just detention, considering we killed 3 nurses.
I stand on the defense that those were not normal nurses.
Those nurses were not human.
And
They weren't honest either.
Okay, we got attacked by creepy triplicate nurses who moved and walked and did everything the same in the hospital.
oh, and deflated like balloons when they got stabbed. Perfectly, 100%.
I wouldn't say deflated like balloons, but pretty much fall apart.
100% normal nurses.
Yes, they are.
And then there's the whole problem of they didn't stop when people were pointing guns at them and saying, "Don't come any closer, we will open the fire." You know, there's that notion. Cat, get out of my cheeses.
Self-preservation.
We went off exploring more of the hospital, trying to figure out what was going on. Then we went into the special treatment center. Was that it?
Yes.
And opened a door, and a trap door opened, and Cooper fell down the hole.
Cooper fell down the hole.
So here's the question: is the bear going to go in after her, or is the bear going to go back and grab the only person in the group who can fly?
These are questions that we will have to answer here soon. Won't
Cat,
we?
you are not having my Cheez-Its. Go the fuck away.
But cheese flavored things. Must has.
And of course, he traumatized a poor doctor by killing his fiance.
We thought he was in on it!
He isn't on it. I don't care.
Wow. Wow. Dark.
How can you work here and not know that there's trap doors in a freaking treatment room?
It's entirely... Okay, you know what? I am
Depends
not...
on which part of the hospital he works in.
I am not going to defend that statement. I'm just going to let it go.
I'm sorry, you traumatized an innocent man.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
This isn't 40k, you know.
And of course, Harley has an upset stomach from some bad split pea soup in the morning, and...
Oh yeah, don't eat the split piece. Don't eat the soup.
Of course.
Wait, what? I missed that one.
No, I remember that. I forgot.
Okay. I have to ask Brett, how was Bone Daddy too short?
It's a short story.
Anyway.
How was that bad?
Alright, anyway. You've been cut off in this hospital. Your communications outside are apparently taken over by something that sounded absolutely terrifying to the person who tried to use the phone. And Cooper's just fallen down a hole.
Cooper go down the hole.
And Nikita, you heard him like screaming obscenities and trying to shoot to break his fall, and eventually he hit the ground. Sound like a really long drop. What are you up to?
I'm going to run to here. I'm going to poke my head down the corridor and say, Cooper just fell down, Cooper just fell down a hole. We need to go get him. Sorry, fell down a trap door. Speaking of a Cooper, hi Chago.
Cooper, what? Why does this get more nightmarish by the minute?
Welcome aboard, Chaco.
Chaco?
Let's go, but try not to fuck up too late, please. Or do, it's gonna be funny.
Chaco.
Chaco, Chaco.
Chaco, Chaco, Chaco. Chaco?
Someone's punching Cooper's crotch.
Your microphone is not working, dear. And no, we're not playing a cruel joke on you just for the shickles. Though we are tempted to.
Alright, well, he gets that sorted out. So Nikita just ran and started screaming down the hallway about Cooper falling down a trapdoor.
Tonga's gonna facepalm, walk back to the rest of the group, and ask, do you want me to get him, or does Hakihima want to go?
You know, this whole one at a time thing isn't exactly working so well.
I really think we need to get Mags and Harley out of here. Obviously from down the corridor.
I'm kinda with you in spirit. Looks over at the doctor. If I wanted to move the cat faunus behind me, how would I do it without hurting her?
He goes, well, you'd have to unplug her, and there's battery supply attached to the machine, then you'd have to roll them all with her, take the elevator down, and go where you're going to, but you're going to have to hook her back up to the power supply in about an hour. The machines will fail, and with it, she'll fail.
Is there another hospital I could be moved to?
Nothing that's fit to deal with your condition, just a couple of clinics.
So that's a no. In other words, we have to clear this one out of whatever spooky shit's going on.
Yep.
I'm gonna go drag Cooper out of the hole. You keep Mags and Harley safe, alright?
Okay, right. Keep Mags and Harley safe. And don't panic.
What, you want to go down the dark, creepy hole with a bunch of half-breed clones?
Nope, I'm good.
Thumbs up.
You hear the rifle click as Harley makes sure that it's still loaded.
When I get back to the trapdoor,
Yeah?
I'm going to do something really, really stupid. I'm
Yeah.
going after Cooper.
Taking the express route, eh?
Yeah, I hopefully can slow myself down a little bit.
Alright, throw me agility and perception.
This is gonna be fun.
Let's see, I'm listing us as having a rule. Cool, I assume we don't have that anymore?
No.
Derp. Nope, no rules.
Alright, as you jump down the hole, you're able to, like, bounce off the walls and kind of
Yay!
slow your
Bouncing,
descent,
bouncing,
use your
bouncing.
axe blade or your gun as you wish, and you're gonna land nice and safe down on the bottom and not stomp right on top of Cooper.
Oh, darn. That would have been kind of fun, too.
I can if you want to.
No, if I miss him, I miss him.
So Miskay's a terrible person. Green, red, orange, pink. All you need is a color that starts with E. You can call the group Grope. I'm terrible. What?
Who said that?
Miskay.
Okay, I can't argue with that. He's actually using a good sense of humor.
Anyway, resuming.
Yeah, rather than jump down, Tom is just going to activate his mobility and fly down.
Alright.
We have to roll for the guys at the bottom of the chute to see if anyone's deafened by the racket.
Oh, it's a loud racket, but there's no one down there that's not used to such a thing. And after a very, 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 very long descent, about 250 feet, you find that your little trapdoor chute opens up into an ancient stonework cell.
Oh.
There's Cooper sprawled off across the ground. Very dark out there, but you know, fauna, so it doesn't
this is
necessarily
lovely.
bother you.
This
too
is so
terribly
lovely.
much.
They're gonna die.
Every hospital has a dungeon in its basement, so
They are so gonna die.
I thought it was every humble peasant had a division of their house or hospitals.
Right then, Cooper, you okay?
Has Chaco sorted out his stuff yet?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yay!
Hello,
Hey.
people.
They didn't kill you on landing.
I mean, they
Yeah,
might have
huh.
landed on you.
I failed to land on you. Sorry.
There's just
That's
a bunch
just-
of bullet casings and bullet holes all around you as Tonga flew down.
Oh, don't remember, Cooper was also shooting down, so he didn't hit the ground too hard. He was like, nope. He pulled the ruby. Cha-ching, boom, cha-ching, boom.
So I should have landed on him then, because that would have been perfect. He lands perfectly, and got ha-ha, and then this big bear lands on him.
Alright, Cooper, you're in what is effectively pitch darkness for you. Very cold place. You can feel that nice heavy cut stone underneath your feet.
I guess kind of take a bit of red dust, make a little hand torch. Stuff to kind of light up the room so we can see where he is, because, you know, not Faunus doesn't have better than normal eyes. He doesn't have special eyes. However that commercial went.
Well, as you light up your red dust, it starts to illuminate the room, and you start seeing that this place looks positively ancient, going back probably further than the founding of Mantle itself. The chambers are very dusty, the stoneworks are very cracked, it looks fairly weak, especially around the heavy stone door. And you see that there's a little cot pushed up against one wall, and your eyes just catch those nice dark brownish red spots where, you know, blood stains are on the cot and the floor.
Okay.
Ah, creepy dungeons. It's always creepy dungeons. You know, you really thought, like, anyone would have discovered this from planning a building on top of it.
Well, they built a trap door to it.
I meant, like, the public, you know. Although, how long before, like, you know, the other two fall down next to me?
Oh, you had about 2 minutes of them talking about what they're going to do.
Is there? I'm guessing there's like a door here.
This is gonna get so much worse.
Yep.
There's like
Solid door or like bars.
It's solid
Guys,
stone.
remember, I share my tips with
Looks
the GM,
very
so please do
old,
drop it
very
if you
worn,
can.
very cracked.
That's how we pay the bills around here.
Yeah, shouldn't be too hard to get through.
I kick it open.
Where the fuck's a cat just attacked Mike?
He's sitting on push to dock. Sorry, I had to pick him up there for a moment.
I just heard the purring of a cat. It's like, what? Tonga secretly 1/3 cat.
Alright, what was
Nikita.
that?
I'm going to try and kick the door open.
Alright, throw me strength and endurance. Alright, you go and you give a nice heavy kick. Your foot plants against the door and you hear a sort of crunching sound as the rubble kind of shifts back. You made a clear impact and it cracks or spreading through the door, but it's still loosely hanging in the frame.
Hey, Nikita,
Yeah.
can you grab Cooper? He's in my line of fire.
Nope. No, you don't move into the line of
I was going to move over and pull you away, but
No, Cooper scurried to the side, like, nope.
So you both kind of do that thing where you like try to avoid each other, but you're actually like bumping into each other.
That totally happened.
yeah. Well, he's about ready to spray bullets all over the place.
So, what do I roll for making a door with DACA?
And just roll a single attack check.
For sure, with your amount of fucking rolls, you'll get something that breaks through the fucking door.
So your bullets slam into it, rockets explode, and eventually just the door collapses under its own weight, rubble blocking the doorway, but you can easily crawl over it.
It's not much for any element of surprise, but
Nobody
out.
think of just seeing if they could open the door.
Apparently not.
was it be bad that I said I kind of was thinking about that before, kick door and then shoot.
I mean, this is how chairicide happens.
It's charity.
But chairs are evil and they need to be punished.
Alright, Cooper,
okay.
so as you look out into the hallway, you can see that there's a series running right along the center of it, along the surface, of small little lanterns that look like they belong in an earlier century. Little gaslit lanterns giving a pale reddish flame, suspended from hooks.
That's not creepy at all.
Oh, that's not so good. Yeah, really. See every day. Again, hospitals with probably torture dungeons. You don't see that much either anymore at all.
Why does none of this ever surprise me? I'm just saying.
Nikita, throw me a perception check. Or detection.
See, that's perception and discipline or will? Discipline, right?
Discipline. Alright, you think you hear some banging on the wall that's behind you. Probably the next cell over, you would guess.
Looks at the other two and kind of points over. Did you hear that?
Yes, I roll.
No, you'd have to go over to hear it.
But
But yeah,
to
with-
wall.
With her pointing it out, you can hear just like sound of something slapping against the wall, like a hand or a body maybe, or a leg, and you think you hear some sort of muffled noises coming from there.
Well,
The question is if anything behind it is still human or faunus.
I'm gonna go with a no. I'm gonna go with a no.
Look up and down the corridor, see if there's anybody out here.
You don't see anyone out there. You see the 4 doors of the cells, and you see the 2 doors at the end of the hallway, and you see a little branch heading to the south.
do you want to see if the door opens, or
Is there any kind of... The doors are solid, there's no kind of peephole or entrance or any secondary entrance?
No, they're a solid door, but you do see a little latch for presumably opening the door.
Wait.
I'm not opening.
No, I was thinking, those lanterns, they're glass, right?
Yeah, they're glass with a little flame in them.
Yes, this is a D&D session with Ruby. It's exactly what it is. My character is
going to
upstairs
use
protecting
his
another
sem-
character who's severely wounded
Take
and
the
can't be
opacity
moved
of
reasonably
the
well.
door, transfer it to the glass while making the glass transparent to see whatever inside of it. When he's got a little torch, so we can already have light.
Thank you, Jess.
All right,
I think that is
someone's
amazing
check.
for you to do that for us.
Just so you know, we don't just open the door up to something, you know, grrr at us.
No. This is not the Cooper I know. Where's the running in like a Spetsnaz soldier who just lost his penis?
He is never.
All right,
Not just door, you know.
The light in front of the door goes out as it's suddenly no longer shining through the now opaque lantern. And you have a little window that appears in the doorway, and as you look in, you can see it's a cell similar to the one you found yourself in, a little smaller. There's a set of manacles hanging from the wall, though no one's in it. As you peer around into the corner, you can see a figure that's huddled there up against the wall, slapping her hand against it.
Like an actual. Is there a clear way to open this door?
Well, it looks to be a little latch near the side of the door that Nikita's at.
It seems to just be a person. Let's open it up at least.
Why don't you return the glass to the lantern so we have light?
Yeah, that would help. He'll undo what he did.
Alright.
We will open the door and then just kind of push it in. Hello?
Okay. Throw me a perception and agility test.
Okay, perception and agility is agility and what?
Yeah, agility and perception were the 2 stats for it.
Oh, he means the 2 stats separate, not together. He's telling you roll dodge, basically.
Alright.
There we go. That's what the agility.
So you hear a heavy grinding click as you open the latch and you start pushing against the door, and it's very stuck, very stubborn, but you manage to slowly ease it open. And as you do, the woman inside just like curls up into a ball in the corner, and you see her arms wrapped around her knees up against her chest, and just staring wide-eyed and mouth trembling as she's unable to form any words.
Hello?
did the creepy nurses drag you through a vent?
She goes, oh my god, you're not one of them, are you? You're not one of those things, are you?
One of those things.
I mean, we may
Yeah.
be creepy, but we're not nurses.
Yeah, I'm thinking we fire Fox missile. Fire Fox, just let the Fox go crazy. Just let the berserker.
He's not
do her
wrong
thing
with that,
while
but
she sits
we
up
are
here
not
with
the
her-
nurses or whatever dragged you here. We kind of, well, opened a door, I fell down, and they jumped after me.
And she kind of flinches a little at the mention of creepy, but she seems to eventually calm down, and she kind of slowly uncurls and crawls up onto her hands and feet and slowly stands onto her wobbling legs. And she goes, Thank you. Thank you. You're going to take me out of here, right?
I mean, look, as we're getting out of here, we'll take you with you.
And you just see tears streaking down her face as she runs over and gives Cooper a big hug.
Cooper being a little surprised, we're just kind of pat the back of her head like, okay, how long exactly have you been down here?
And she's just like sobbing, face buried in your coat, and she goes, I don't know.
Cooper has a girl fawning over him, and he's not doing something stupid. Who is this Cooper?
There's nothing in there, and oh my god.
And where did they take the real one?
It'll be okay.
Do you know if there's any other?
I mean, that's the other
anyone else in the other cells, or?
She says, this was the first time I heard anyone. I heard this loud noise, and I started banging on the walls, and then you came.
Yeah, that was us kind of. Cooper looks over, removing our door.
And she just remains clinging tightly and doesn't want to let go of Cooper at the moment.
I guess we should check the others just in case there's someone in them.
So window time, or are we just gonna breach and clear?
Let's see why we can't just do all the doors in a quick, like, check, and then it'll also make it easier if we don't.
I have to go to the bathroom.
I don't know, let's just do the window thing. We never know what's inside any of them, so I think it's just better to be safe. So you're gonna make us roll a few times, we just repeat the process on the other rooms, or?
Alright, so if you're doing it on this room, I'm just gonna let you have it because you'll sit there and do it until you can't. You see the light go out again, a little window opening up. Room inside is just incredibly dark. It's hard to see what's in there. At least for you. For the Faunus, though, they can see a little bit more clearly.
I said I made a red desk torch, like a little flame he's just holding. Wouldn't be that
Yeah,
hard.
but have you ever tried to see, like, see a brightly lit window out
It
in the
reflects
darkness?
off.
Yeah, okay. So I don't get special eyes.
I put my hand up against it to block the light from his thing so that I could see in there.
So Nikita looks up in the glass. She sees inside the dark room is just this inky black void against the wall. Seems like something that's been shackled up to it. And as your eyes start to focus a little more, you start to make out the bright red eyes, the white mask. A very familiar looking type of creature.
Oh. It's another one of those.
Yeah, and this is why we check all the doors. Cooper will go and quickly undo that door and then check with the other two rooms. No, make them glass-like, so and have Nikita look through.
Alright. As you do it again, and she pushes her face up against the glass, you see inside what seems to be a normal human who is being backed into a corner by a very large creature.
Oh boy.
Nikita, get the
Just so
door
you can get the reference image.
I will try and open the door.
Who's me? Does that thing look like Digimon? And Cooper will tell the woman she might want to back away for a bit.
And she keeps her arms wrapped around your neck and just like buried against your back.
You have a bit of a Klingon.
Alright, Nikita, throw me that dodge check. Alright, you again hear a heavy grinding noise as you open the latch and you
Mags
start
is the
putting
bad
your
guy.
shoulder against the door,
Really? Because then we would
winding
just
it
become
open
bad
very
guys.
slowly. Lots of resistance. The hinges are definitely complaining against you, and as they do, the creature just kind of turns his body around and looks towards you. While the human star has this absolute look of terror on his face, he's beyond the point of even screaming, just mouth agape, complete silent as he starts scrambling back into the corner.
Oi, Humi, go prone.
Oi, Humi, go prone. Did we just evolve to full orc? Has it finally happened?
He's Daka.
I don't remember I did that a long time ago.
Tungamon digivolves into Orc Boymon.
I'm gonna
Or
smack
it's like a
Cooper after this.
Pokemon where you can't go back.
Alright, so he's just kind of curled up in the ball in the corner. He's about as low as he can get.
Okay.
I guess combat starts. Yep.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, fuck you, roll 20.
Thunder's just like, Daka! Oh, wait, I'm not an anti-air cannon.
I need a free more roll cool before I can get that, so.
Yep.
Alright, so you got 17, 15, 18, 7, and 7. Alright, you got one damaging hit. Throw me damage.
Just the one.
So as you're spraying your fire, you see these bullets just go into the beast, and you don't even see them impact. They just seem to sink right in and disappear. Like ripples on a pond, the stone disappears. No sign of anything after the ripples fade. But one of them manages to hit the helmet. Rocket just slams into it. You can start to see this crack appear down its mask.
Looks like we're meant to aim for the head.
And it lets out this
zombie grim?
inhuman grating roar as it's suffered its hit. Like,
dear God, you told me.
That was
Never do that
good.
again. Or a little warning next time.
If we do like the weekly best, that scream needs to be part of it.
Yeah, that was good.
That was awesome.
Conga replies in kind.
Oh no!
Oh god, what did he link?
who knows?
I know what he linked.
Godzilla? Yep.
And now for the second attack. Oh, fuck you, roll
The
20.
trauma is real.
Alright, you got one damaging hit again.
So you gotta get about a 16. Okay.
And you see those cracks just start to widen and spider web across its bone mask. Its eyes start to shine a bright red. It looks over at the doorway and the two of you there. Its arms stretch out wide, and they seem to be almost elastic in how they can wrap around and extend beyond what was their original limitation as the creature runs forward.
I can't help but to say this when it looks over at us at the door. Nikita smiles at it.
Okay, Nikita and Tonga, throw me a defense.
I'm going to try and parry it. Is it trying to run us over, or is it trying to attack us with its arms?
It's coming at you with its arms.
We will parry.
Just imagine it from the movie.
Whoa! Nope.
Alright, you got a successful defense. What about you, Tonga?
Billy will be invoked soon enough, I imagine.
Gonna try and detonate a few rounds in its face.
And Tonga's defense doesn't work quite as well as he shoots into the arm, and the arm just doesn't seem to give a crap. It starts wrapping up around his left leg and just snakes around his body, around his thigh, around his hips, around his torso, and around his neck, and just starts squeezing like a constrictor. Take 2 damage.
Whose turn is it now? Because on the turn order, I just see the monster.
Koopa.
Oh, that's good. Even though he's a little inconvenienced, his sword does have reach, so he'll strike and aim for the headpiece. He'll basically do a thrust right at it, trying to hit the head.
Alright, roll disadvantage on it because you have a screaming, crying person clinging around your neck and weighing you down.
He's going to repeat. Can you please just let go for just a
You
little
know,
bit?
I just want to point out a woman is literally throwing herself at Cooper, and he's actually not taking advantage. Who is this Cooper, and where is the real one?
I'm gonna guess with disadvantage. I don't think there's any way I can make that on the side.
Alright, reroll that 8.
So 18. I might actually still it.
Alright, you managed to get a hit. Throw me damage. You just slam your blade right into one of those cracks, and with a twist of the wrist, it starts widening, and you hear the sickening series of pops sounding as its skull is being torn apart.
And then, because it always seems to help,
Realistic bone pop.
he's gonna take a bit of red
Only
dust
on
and
Fiora's
just
channel.
kind of like throw it so right as it reaches near the cracks, it explodes. Just like a small.
So this is a
tiny
reminder, guys.
boom,
Stream
just
support
a
on you guys, and also
small
we're trying to break the
crack
light goal
it.
still. The current light goal is
Still
45.
roll at disadvantage.
Guys, and also we're
Roll.
trying to break the 45 is the current goal. If we meet or exceed that,
Is there any point?
amazing.
Oh no. Well, actually there is a point, but... So do it anyways, because you have to. Okay.
I will also give it a unique
So as he
bonus
throws it into the
for us
air,
making 45 likes.
it's a case of
The
premature
stream tip goal is now
grenade.
the bills around here. Please do drop the
It
tip
goes
if you
off
can.
early. Nikita, throw me a defense against a 9.
Yeah, it's hard to not get defense against a critical failure.
That's why I said you had to do it.
Yeah, I was thinking throwing dusk while you're at a disadvantage is not wise.
Yeah, but when it's Cooper and throwing dust been a wise idea. He's killed most of the people he's thrown dust at intentionally.
And you feel the girl's weighing down on her neck a lot more, and she starts complaining about cramps in her stomach. Nikita, what are you up to?
This is not good.
Well, besides giving Cooper a dirty look for how close he came with the dust, I will pivot and axe this creature if it would like to sit down. Otherwise, I'm going to hit it with my axe.
Yeah. Throw me some damage.
Apparently the chat has named this with preggers of something from not from this world.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's just gonna chest burst or some weird thing. Or
I wanted to ask her if she had the split pea soup, but you know, that's just me. Yeah, that was pretty pathetic damage, I know.
Alright, you rip into him and he's swaying on his feet, badly injured. What are you doing with your second and third?
My second attack is going to be another axe, hopefully a better one this time.
Alright, go for it. Alright, throw me damage.
That's better.
And describe its imminent demise.
Since its mask has been splitting, she kind of hits it in the gut with the first one and it doesn't really do anything. And she pivots the axe around and splits its head.
And as you crunch right through its head, split it open, it lets out this the last scream as it starts fading into dust.
Cooper is gonna try to get the woman to like stop hanging on to him because it's kind of hard to fight with her. Just let go for a bit.
Alright, throw a check for it.
Wait, Cooper's running a persuasion check.
Actually, the two best skills he has. He's just bad at saying things. 28. I think he wins.
Hot damn.
God damn it.
Alright, as you talk to her, she does, like, finally stop squeezing around your neck and kind of lets go and stumbles back a step, and her hands are clutching around her stomach, and she goes, do you have anything to eat? They haven't given us any real food here for I don't know how long.
Split pea soup.
He goes, yeah, I think that was it.
Anyone has something she can actually eat?
I don't know, do you?
That's why I'm asking them.
I
Doesn't.
don't think I have anything actually to eat.
I've got a spare steel burrito.
Wait, did someone eat the split pea soup that's in our group?
Yeah,
Harley.
No one of importance.
Damn.
I don't know how much of a self burn that is.
That wasn't me. I didn't eat it.
Who
No,
ate
it was
it?
me.
Oh, well, bye, Harley.
I said no one of importance.
Aha!
So apparently Tonga has a burrito, so all we have is a burrito and some wine in a flask. Because Cooper.
I stick my head in the door and I go, you can come out now.
And he's still curled up in the corner. While the girl with the offered burrito just starts nomming on it as fast as she can to the point where you know she's going to get sick eating it.
Didn't think anyone else here liked seal meat besides me.
I think she's too hungry to care at this point.
Fair enough. Hey buddy, if you don't come with us, Grim are probably gonna come back.
I hate to do this, but I have to do this. I walk up to him. I put my hand down. And I go, "Come with us if you want to live."
Oh, really? Really?
Considering
You
they
can't beat the classics.
You really went there. God, brave.
You can, and you decided not to. I am sad.
As you get closer to him, you can see a lot more details, and you see that his face is just covered with what looks like surgical scars and sutures. His body very thin and wasted. And he looks up at you with these wide eyes and goes, "Oh, I'm so hungry." And he reaches up his hands towards yours.
I'm sorry, check tabletop.
What did you do?
I don't.
You're a terrible
There are no words. No words to describe Terminator Bear other than "I love you."
You are a vile, evil human being.
Well, I found a better one too. There you go.
Oh! Dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
god.
Dun, 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 dun.
All we have to do is replace the shotgun with an MG42.
So you gonna let him take your hand?
Yeah, we're gonna help him up.
Alright, he grips your hand and both of you his, and he starts pulling himself up with your help, and as he gets onto his feet, you see his head just dive forward, jaws open wide. He goes to bite down on your arm.
I will push him back against the wall for that. I won't push him back against the wall hard, but I will try and hold him back.
Nope,
Alright,
zombie.
throw me a... Well, I guess that'd be a parry, so go for it.
I know she smells sweet like honey, but there's no reason to nom on her. Jesus diddy fucking Christ on a Sunday.
You can say that again, Tonka.
Jesus titty fucking Christ on a Sunday.
Well,
Alright.
it is a Sunday, though I assure you, no one is fucking Jesus' tits right now.
You slam him back against the wall, and you see him just hit it a little bit harder than you were intending. His eyes are still wide, and his mouth is open, and you can see someone's filed down all his teeth into sharp little triangular points. He goes, "I'm so hungry." Oh.
We back up. He's
Cooper?
kind of half gone.
And he starts following after you.
Cooper, does your lady friend have filed teeth?
Do you have any more of that burrito? Throw it at him.
I think she's eaten all the burrito, but does she have file teeth?
No, she does not.
Okay.
Stop or I open fire.
As he kind of gets close, only because Cooper can do it without killing him, he's going to hook, and his weapon is a hook at that range. He's just going to hook the guy and toss him back.
Alright, throw that check.
Does he hook him?
Yes, you do.
And then he tosses him back. No.
He
Like
tosses
that.
him back, and he sprawls out across the ground, and you see him just kind of almost feral and animalistic, very quick, just spring up onto his hands and feet and whip around and look at the door, and looks like he's about to charge at you all.
I grab the door and I close it.
I'll help her.
Alright.
Alrighty then.
Both of you throw me strength and endurance.
This is
Then, I will use dust to make a kind of like a wall of flame so it doesn't go past until it's closed.
It's better than me shooting the guy.
I think there's a wall of fire. It's not going past.
Oh, you see him charge right through the wall of fire, but the doors closed quickly between the two of them, and you just hear this sick thud as he crashes into the closed door. And that thud soon followed by a crumple as you think the body probably fell to the ground.
I don't like this place.
5 seconds later, you hear another thud against the door.
I make sure that I latch it.
So, problems?
There appears to be some problems, yes.
I became a hunter to kill 3 things in life. My dad, Grimm, and bandits. In that order. These people have succeeded in adding a 4th thing to that list that is superseded by Grimm.
People who make Grim?
Whoever built this facility for this intention. And subsequently, any hostile patients.
I mean,
We have problems.
is it just me, or
Big problems.
is that guy starting to go a
Big
little feral?
problems. Massive problems.
He is feral.
Huge issues.
Just a little bit.
And is there any reason to believe that he isn't going to be turning into one of the ones strapped up in the last room over?
Probably not.
Well, this is gonna sound stupid coming from me. Well, even more than normal. Could we try asking the one that's all tied up to the wall? Because we've never tried to establish contact with the half-breeds before.
These are
Well,
ideas.
because every time we've seen them, they.
This has turned into
What's
SPC basement.
to-
That is not
I mean, you're saying talking to
Not
a very
a lie.
much. I mean,
kind of scary there.
Like I said, it sounds stupid coming from even me, but still.
Well, the girl clings onto Cooper's arm and says, just take us out of here, take us out of here. Why are we waiting here? Just take me out of here. Oh.
thought you let
Cooper,
go of him.
question again. Does your lady friend have filed teeth?
No, she didn't.
See, this has gone from bad to worse, to worse
Okay,
to
then.
worse, to horrific.
He will constantly check to make sure, teeth aren't getting sharper. Or
It don't seem to be, but she's not looking too well, and you can see her face starting to turn colors.
like what kind of colors?
Like kind of a sickly pale green.
Oh, just like she's. What
She's
do you
gonna
mean,
throw
like,
up soon.
Well, Seal Burrito probably would do that to me too. So
Hey, it was freshly clubbed.
I think we should get out of here.
Yeah, that doesn't make it better, Tonga.
By the way, I'm going to pull out my camera and I'm going to take some pictures of this
Someone
place.
drew a brain.
Alright.
Brain, 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 brain,
Yeah,
brain,
that's
brain,
a good idea. Just, record evil monster dungeon. So do we head the door in front of us or the door down?
We have no clue which way is out, so those doors are at the end of a hallway. This door's kind of in a little niche. Does this door appear to be any kind of latch on it or anything?
The one to the south?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, it has normal latch. It's just a heavy set of wooden doors down there.
And let's push her open. Yeah.
We need to get back to Harley and Akahima and get the hell out of this place.
Yep.
Alright. You push open the doors, there doesn't seem to be any problems with it. They swing open wide, the hinges have not been lubricated in a long time and are screeching loudly.
Do we see anything when it moves out of the way? Is there any, like, they're just more grim, disgusting hallway? And grim with one M.
Yeah, it looks very similar. Obviously, same construction, the same lighting, although it's much sparser in this area. And you have a branch going off towards the west, just ahead of you, and further down you have one going off towards the east.
Boobs. I have boobs.
What's the maze rule? You always turn which direction?
Right.
Right.
This is only going to get
go
worse.
left.
Here's your drop tip if you can't, guys. Remember,
We
the
always
like goal
went
is
right.
45 today. 45. If you haven't liked the stream, like it now. Boobs.
Nikita is right, then.
Iota. Boobs. Iota. Boobs. Iota. Sunrise.
Right now I'm thinking it doesn't mean...
And if you want to use those special emojis, you have to become
Yeah,
a
that's
sponsor.
right.
It is kind of something I can't fix how YouTube keeps things. In the meantime, they're moving.
We look down this hallway.
Wait, when you said right, did you mean, like, the character's right, or...
Character's right.
Like, oh. So it'd be this way, wouldn't it?
Alright, so as the girl's following Cooper, you hear, like, taking some unsteady steps and moaning, and eventually she just stops right behind Cooper, bends over, and sickly green and yellow vomit starts pouring out of her mouth.
He's gonna help her up against the wall and get her to sit down. Well, you know, once the vomit stops.
So you're holding her hair, and then you're gonna prop her up
just-
afterwards.
Yeah.
Hold her head.
Alright, as you help her down, she's still groaning. She goes, "Oh, my stomach's killing me. Oh." You see her lean her head back against the wall, and as you look down, you think you can practically see your stomach just rippling under the shirt.
When Cooper sees this, he's just gonna hand her his little wine glasses, like, you might need a drink real quick.
Might.
I mean, out of character, how do you tell a person their stomach's about to be ripped open by a fucking xenomorph? Or something like that.
You generally, you know, perform surgery on them to save their life.
She takes up the flask, and you see her just pick it up in both hands and just start chugging it down until it's empty, and then she weakly holds it back up and just goes, "Oh, God, it hurts so much."
He checks it back and yeah, he's all like not sure what to tell her because he's not sure what's about to happen, and just kind of take her hand and it's like, we'll try to see what we can do to help, but there's not much we can do at the moment.
Also, apparently, King Bronze is reminding Chaco to stop looking down her shirt.
Right, Cooper, throw me a detection test.
We're going to switch from camera mode to video mode because we should record this.
Here?
Let's discipline a will with detection.
Perception.
Another one's perception. Perception of discipline. 15.
Well, as you're talking and you're trying to assure her, you are quite suddenly surprised by a shower of gore splattering against you, and something reaching up onto your face with spindly little legs trying to crawl into your mouth.
Hi, friendo!
And so people can see it on stream. There.
I mean, he was kind of expecting something like that. Oh. Yeah.
Xenomorph Grim.
Of course, the first thing is
Throw me a resistance test, Jocko.
Oh, great. That's endurance and will.
No, resistance. It's one of your rolls for defense.
Oh. God damn it.
Can I shoot it out of the air?
Well, as you two watch in, this thing starts crawling inside of Chaco's mouth. Or Cooper's mouth.
Okay then! I'd so regret eating lunch earlier.
So, what is it to grab the thing?
Grapple test, which is strength and endurance, I believe.
I move forward and try and rip it out of his mouth before it goes in. Trust me, I'm probably better at this, even if I roll poorly.
Alright, go for it, each of you.
Bipolar 20.
Rip, Cooper.
So, an 18 and a 16. Probably not going to beat it.
Alright, two of you are holding on to its hind legs and pulling on it, and you have it in a state of equilibrium where it's trying to crawl down his throat and it's in his mouth, but you're not letting the last bit get past his lips.
Can
Cooper, find the middle of its body and bite down!
Its blood is probably acidic.
the Cooper just try helping pull it out of the mouth instead of keeping it stable? What's the thing?
Yes, seriously, buy Cooper dinner
what you wanna
protein
do?
before you
Crotch
skull fuck
Crotch
him.
bomb it!
It's in his mouth.
Sweet. Hi, person. Thank you for subscribing. Nathaniel
No,
Clark.
Cooper doesn't barely helps. But does all three of them force do anything to slowly pull it out? I mean, you have three people trying to force this thing out.
Well, three people is a bit too much crowding to be effective there, and you're just getting in the way as you bumble around. Probably panicking and flailing, in all honesty, because you got something that's trying to crawl down your throat.
Can I try and roll a semblance check to have more ghostly arms ripple out and try and grab the thing and pull?
Yeah, sure.
What do I have a feeling this is just going to end up with Cooper eating red dust? It's like, no, you die.
Alright, with the multitude of arms from Orc Jesus here, managed to slowly start pulling it back out, and Cooper can feel the front legs just like scraping at his throat as they're trying to get purchase and being slowly drugged out.
Well, we have purchase on it.
I didn't need to
can
be
I
sick.
Can I put a foot onto Cooper's chest and
Oh
push him
god,
backwards
poor
to
Cooper.
force it away?
Yeah, go for it.
How would I do that?
Throw it as a lift check.
Yeah, it's strength and endurance or strength and agility?
Strength and agility, I think. Might have it backwards with the grapple, actually. But yeah, same difference.
So a solid 20.
20.
Alright, so as you just plant your foot and kick at Cooper's chest, you manage to knock him back just enough that the spider gets ripped free from his mouth.
So
Right
everyone,
then.
this is a reminder that this torment, torture, and otherwise Fiaura wanting to throw up is sponsored by you guys. Drop a tip if you can. Thank you.
Oh god. It tasted horrible.
So what you're
It was
saying
filled
is,
with swarming.
so what you're saying is, this thing's in melee range.
Yes, it is.
Okay then.
Does everyone just begin stabbing the shit out of it?
Wait, those are wrong. I forgot I had discipline checked. So -5 from those.
Alright, with -5, you get a hit. AC's several legs are crunched as you just start smashing it around. It's definitely uneven. It looks injured. It's curling up in your grasp.
Well, I'm slicing at these things with swords.
I thought you were still holding on to it.
No, the way I saw it in my head was we ripped it out, the thing went airborne for a moment as Cooper went one way, it went another.
Yeah.
See it floating up in the air, I'm like, okay, shoot slash jump stomp.
I imagine you both holding it still.
Okay then.
Should we, like, kill off other person now that she's dead?
Probably.
What makes you think she's dead? She's wide-mouthed, agape, trying to scoop in her guts, screaming in horror.
She probably wishes she was dead.
I mean, I'm of the camp of wishes was dead, but isn't dead yet.
So she's bleeding out and there's no chance of saving her.
Most likely, yeah.
Nikita, you want to kill the squiggly bit?
Is this thing dead yet, or is it still alive?
Oh, it's still alive.
We just kind of drop it to the ground, and we give it the big bear boot. We try and stomp on it.
Colin, I don't know if I can pull a mad talk again.
Cooper's, well, first gonna put bandana over mouth and then try smashing it himself with sword.
You try to stomp on it, and it's just scuttling around your feet, and it looks like it's going to start climbing up your boot as you stomp down, and it's making its way up.
Make another melee attack.
Yeah, we'll make another
melee.
attack on it and try and stomp on it again. That's better.
Alright, throw me damage. Alright, describe its demise.
As it tries to climb up her boot, she kicks it with the other foot and then stomps down on it and gets it all over her boots. I'm not very happy about that. That nice crushing, gory, cracking sound as she steps on it.
Ugh.
Who am I kidding? She basically starts jumping up and down on it.
She's like, die, 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 die.
As you're doing that, you hear a gurgle, and you see the head slump forward on this girl, and
Thank you
her
very
arms
much.
part as a little set of spindly legs starts pushing out between them.
Okay, I'm done. Let's get out of here.
Wait, what happens to it?
She
Four of
spawned
them.
another.
Spiders lay eggs in clutches.
Right then, I'm blowing the entire place to hell.
No, Tonga's just shooting everything, isn't it now?
Yep.
Alright, you got a hit.
Got a hit. Wait, are seriously more of these? Ugh.
And another one's down as you see the
Oh,
stomach
I'm not
still.
done yet. I'm blowing her corpse up too.
It's not exactly a corpse yet. Unless that last
It
one
will
killed
be. And I'm just riddling her corpse with holes.
Holes and explosions, right?
Yep. I'm trying to destroy the nest.
All right, as
The
you
nest,
start
unfortunately, is a living person.
ripping through her, you just see her stop screaming as finally, mercifully, she's put out of her misery. Chest being ripped open, and you see just dozens and dozens of these little spider eggs spilling out. Some of them are hatching, others are being consumed by the fire, some are you're just shooting down as you clear house and absolutely slaughter everything there.
Once she stops screaming, even though it's kind of disturbing, Cooper will, a little, catch her flame, not some explosion, just kind of, boom. Before he does it, you're like, sorry, we couldn't help you. And then light her. That's...
Thus you have a crackling, popping spider nest / corpse burning against the wall.
Yeah. We gotta kill whoever made this fucking place.
Yep.
I'm for once I'm kind of on the murder hobo train.
This isn't murder, hobo. To quote a Glossel, this is fucking justice.
Did we
we're
just
not murder hobos? We have a place to live.
Did we just
So you're just murders.
Did we just I just want to make sure that we just alguasoled Cooper.
I don't care. I was about to say,
To be fair, this girl was in a lot of pain. It was a mercy to kill her.
yeah, but it's like, no.
Hitomi did make a point of mentioning that.
I gave her the Emperor's Mercy.
Oh god, he's becoming more of an orc. So we...
Technically, that's an Imperium of Man thing, not an orc, but
You'll be an orc when he starts ripping the teeth out of people.
We head on this way now. That way.
I don't care. I want the way that gets us out of here. I no longer like this place.
You said right, so let's go right. It's the corner kind of peers over. Oh, I was gonna say gently peers over, then the other two just run around. Okay.
Alright, so you see that there's a couple of cell doors along the hallway that around the corner Cooper's hugging.
I basically keep my phone on record mode now and recording these as a video.
Is this now a found footage film? Are you going full found footage film?
We're going complete Blair Witch now.
Yes! Wow, someone remembered Blair Witch Project!
Either that or the more shitty Insidious films.
So, are we gonna check the cages, or are we gonna keep on moving?
Do we want any more spider people?
Or zombie-like people? No, when the Atlas military gets sent down here, they'll find out whoever's left.
Atlas military will just come down here with flamethrowers and just clear everything out.
Atlas military will probably come down here and take it over and say, "Ooh, what can we find?" We're totally doing the Scooby-Doo thing here. Cooper comes to the corner, he appears around the corner, then Tonga behind that, and then me behind that.
Oh my god, we totally did, because we went, let's split up, gang. Akihima and Harley, you take the hospital bedroom. Everybody else, into the scary, creepy dungeon.
So which of us is Scooby-Doo?
I think it's Cooper, Shaggy, because Tonga's probably Scooby, and that would make Nikita Velma. And that would make Daphne and... No, I think Daphne and Fred would be
we got some work to do.
They're off alone.
Couple.
Yeah, I can see that logic.
And Velma
Alright, everyone throw me a detection test.
Got a 16, 18, and a 15.
Alright, you think that's like a little, too quiet out. You know, there's no noises, no one's slamming on cells, there's no one calling out to you, you don't even hear the flames crackling from where you torched the body anymore. And each of your footfalls just seems really quiet and muffled.
Why is it I get this distinct feeling someone's trying to use a semblance on us to make it so we're quiet, and that things upstairs won't hear?
Or something is trying to make itself quiet. So do we continue going down this way, or...
I'm gonna look up.
Eyeballs on stalks, people.
Yeah. Who was going to put bandana over mouth and then look up?
Right?
And then
You see overhead, 12 feet high, rough-hewn ceiling, relatively arched, so it's higher in the center. Above the cells that are further down the hall, you see little windows, barred, cut in high up above the door.
So nothing's scuttling on the ceiling.
Not that you see.
Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Why do I feel like I need to be high for this?
Because you do.
Okay.
It'll make it less disturbing.
Everybody give
Until you
Panorama
come
boob
down off
hugs, by the way.
and go, what the fuck did
Everybody
I
give
watch?
Drinking Buddy
I
their
went
boob
and had
hugs.
champagne brunch this
All the
morning,
boob hugs.
I'm already quite warm and good.
Thank you for the $20 tip. You're awesome, amazing, and super sweet. Brain.
Meanwhile, back in the hospital bed, you know,
oh god damn it.
Harley's got an upset stomach from her breakfast.
Brain is online
Definitely
now.
isn't agreeing with
Brain
her
is
system.
online. I swear it is.
You should never eat the spider soup.
We need to see if we can make that light goal. It's 45. 45 is the current goal to break. We hit 45, we break the goal.
So, are any of the machines that are hooked up to Harley giving off any kind of oddball readings yet?
No. Everything seems to be normal. Except for, you know, you have an upset stomach.
Wow, already RIP Harley.
Oh boy.
Wait, just wait, we'll get through this entire adventure and I'll find out that she didn't actually get the spider soup, it was just a really shitty soup. Or she
You know
does.
what? I wouldn't put that past Hitomi.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past Hitomi that you got the queen soup, so you're gonna have an upset stomach for a much longer time, and we're all gonna think it's fine, and then suddenly you're gonna have a queen come out of you, and we're gonna be like, shit.
So anyways, what are you up to, Tonga, Cooper, Nikita?
I'm gonna go down to the corner and peer down it.
You see another set of double heavy wooden doors.
I'm not in the mood for being subtle. I'm gonna shoot a
but I
rocket
get-
at the doors.
Oh.
Not yet.
No sexy times until after we've completed the adventure.
But
gotta
sexy times with explosions!
Oh god.
I was gonna say it's kind of like the more recent show. They have to ditch Scooby before they can have sexy time.
Alright, go ahead, Tonga, fire away, and everyone throw me a detection test.
I'm also feeling we probably shouldn't be going this way.
I'm obviously distracted because I turned the camera around and filmed myself and going, if anybody finds my body, there's a container of honey in my right jacket pocket. Make sure you save it.
I
I
want
like
to
how
be
she's
buried.
more
with-
worried about the container of honey than she is about her own life.
Well, that's because I rolled a 12, so.
No, I mean she's just making sure, like, if she dies, she still wants to not die. It's like, no, if I do, just bury the honey with me.
All right. As Tonga fires, it seems quieter than it should be. Not quite the same rattle and bang that it normally had when he's tearing through the skies. But the effect is nonetheless still effective, as the door just splinters into pieces between heavy machine gun fire and explosions ripping apart the ancient, dry, brittle wood.
Anyone else have a feeling we shouldn't be going down the place getting progressively more weird and fungusy, or whatever they're walking on?
Being quiet.
Yeah. It's I mean, I feel like we're heading to the source of the evil thingy. Which, if we're going to get out and warn people so we can all come down here as a group, and with probably many flamethrowers to burn it out, it'd be probably best if we get the hell out first.
So about face is what you're saying.
Wait a minute. I have this really, really stupid idea.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Cooper's cell.
I mean, I guess technically we find a way to climb out from there. Had a way down, or have a way up.
I can fly.
Poke Tonga and say, look, we have a Tonga.
That's true.
All right, so as you turn around, stop.
Move back then.
You see something that you had not heard moving up on you in the silence.
Knew it.
Oh,
How?
fuck.
How in the goddamn world did they not notice that?
23! How the hell did I not notice that?
It had
Well-
better be like...
Especially for having
frickin-
machine guns and rockets going off next to you.
That thing had better be freaking Fallen Caesar stealth trained.
Well, fuck all kinds of duck.
So 2 rhinos, 2 snakes, and whatever the fuck the middle is.
It's like a long neck with a platypus face.
Oh, and there's eyes.
Uh,
Wait, hang on. Is that 2 Grim on top of a Grim?
Hetty, just go with the ship. Just enjoy the ship.
On the positive side, it's not a giant fuck-off spider.
On the not so positive side,
It's definitely a large creature.
that's absolutely shit.
and the Dragon Slayer is upstairs. You're all gonna die.
Who's up for a nice game of run the fuck away?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it can follow us down that hall. Given size.
No, it gets through a narrow point.
And you don't think it can burst through door?
Ugh.
There is no more door, Cooper.
Okay, you don't think it can continue going down that, following us?
I don't think it can turn.
I kind of like this plan. I'm kind of all for this.
Given how high
seems
this
like a good
place is,
plan.
I think it was designed for that thing.
Still, are we gonna run like a little bitch, or are we gonna stand and fight and die?
I don't think Cooper honestly has a problem with being a little bitch.
Just not sure there's any place to run.
Yeah, because it...
Although, admittedly, we may be able to fight more defensively in that little corridor.
Yeah, probably better to move back into the corridor and then, try to Why is this turn order again only showing it?
It's not like we need the turn order. I'm pretty sure we know where we are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I was hopeful knowing where the monster is.
The monster is Rapey McRapeface.
There, you can see now.
Yep.
It's nice to know when the monster gets 2 sets of attacks.
It has to deal with 3 of us.
I mean, it wouldn't be too much to ask if this thing is like, you know, like a little puppy dog and, you know, wagging its tail and everything, but I really doubt that.
You could go up and pet it.
Hey, it's worked a couple of times in Fallout Equestria.
Yeah, but that world doesn't have monsters literally that were created to kill people. They just incidentally kill people.
You know, I'm sure a Deathclaw would agree with you there.
Yes, if Cooper's going first, crotch bomb. God damn it.
Oh, and I've had fun in tabletop. You guys might find amusing.
Did you just try to crotch bomb something that won't fit between your legs?
Anything will fit with enough effort and love.
I mean, if Cooper wants to be hot dog down a hallway loose, that's entirely up to Cooper.
And, well, seeing that he didn't catch on fire, he's just gonna shoot at it and then move back into the kind of hole. Do either of those actually do damage?
Cooper gonna die.
About as much damage as the Japanese military does to Godzilla.
So no, and then Cooper would kind of move back into the hall to, as they said, it would be easy to defend there.
Why not move your entire movement?
Because he wanted to be left behind, apparently.
Oh.
That creature, unearthly silent, despite how large it is as it moves forward. You could swear it should be a tremendous crashing noise as it tramples over the stones and charges at the 2 of you. Throw me a defense, each of you. As that creature is about to barrel down on you and rhino charge the crap out of you.
Well, hot damn.
So
Around the 6
close.
blocks behind you.
Right, how are you using your dust, Tonga?
Same way he's always been using it. Explosive reactive armor.
Alright. The 2 of you get your defenses in line, and it's enough to make it so that it doesn't trample you under its heavy claws. Instead, both of you just go flying as the freight train that is its momentum slams into you, although you are unharmed.
How far do we? Okay.
Cooper, the creature, says hi.
Alright, Tonga, you just got explosive reacted off into the hallway. Big ass creature that's insanely silent is in front of you. What are you up to?
Is there a chance we could get under, slide out under? No.
Moving and shooting.
Yay, new subscriber.
How the hell did I do that? And how did I turn it off?
Yeah, I knew so.
Yay, new sub. New subs are good. Is Tonga just gonna try to mow it down? And sorry guys, I was trying to coordinate to get Moon here in one piece.
-1 from the 5s.
You missed a subscriber announcement.
Yay!
Well, you got a single hit. Roll me damage.
Who's the newbie? He's the newbie. Welcome to the Army, Fiaura. Vetera. Welcome to the Army, Fiaura. Nathaniel Clark. You guys are
Well,
awesome.
you see that one of your bullets manages to actually bite into its hide rather than deflect off. Leaves a small little gouge in it. From what you would gather, the equivalent of you getting a paper cut.
Right. Time to display more light at it.
Alright, you got 2 hits.
Well, that's certainly one definition of a tactical retreat.
Tactical withdrawal! Not
And it's
working.
got 2 new shiny scratches in its hide. They're not even bleeding, but you can definitely see that you managed to hurt the hide.
And now it's going to attack Cooper and Nikita again.
Yep. You see it rear up onto its hind legs, and it looks like it's about to come crashing down right on top of Cooper. Throw me defense.
I guess it kind of just like an explosion of like energy from dust to kind of push himself away and back some.
Alright, go for it.
So he's trying to ERA at 2.
Alright, you managed to blow yourself out of the way of being flattened like a pancake as you see the stones just crack under the impact of where you used to be standing. And it follows through with the stomp by whipping around its long duck-billed head and just trying to club Nikita into the wall with it.
So it is a platypus head. Or long neck.
Uh, 20 on my parry to
Alright,
deflect his head.
you manage to catch his head and knock it just enough out of track that you can duck under the swing and escape unharmed as the head just slams into the wall and you see the wall just dent in from the impact.
Oh, if it's a parry, she gets a free attack then. Ooh.
Well, no, she didn't get enough to get free attack. She just gets a little bit
Oh.
of damage. Alright, Nikita, what are you up to?
Smack it twice in 1.
We're going to try and smack it and then run.
Alright, go for it.
This really seems like they need Dragon Slayer. Just saying. They can run as fast and as far as they want.
As you swing its blade, the axe slams into one of the rhino heads.
This isn't
and
even a random
you see
event
it just
triggered by Shrimp
blink
Tip. I don't know
and
what would
basically
be.
go no you as it gives 0 shits about your hit.
Like, oh hell no.
Try and give it another smack and then run. So she's got 3 actions.
Yeah, but she doesn't have your sort of capacity to speed that far away on one action.
See, how much can I move on one action?
15.
15.
I'm
And
gonna
plus
take
5 for spending capacity.
I'm going to take a swing at it. More I hold it still, the better off it's going to be for them to shoot the crap out of it.
Alright, you got a good hit. Throw me damage.
the damage.
Alright, you see your blade just bite into the long neck. Sinks in about half an inch, but it definitely sunk in past the skin.
Yay!
And I back up
We
to
made
there.
it bleed.
Cooper, what are you up to?
Go on.
We made it bleed.
Fuck,
We made it bleed.
uh,
We made it bleed. We make it bleed harder.
We'll move back there, spending 2 capacity, and then takes 2 shots at the thing. More slow retreat with Nikita than just abandoning her. 2 capacity off, and then so that's 9, and then take the other 2 off the next 2 shot. Okay. Gonna aim for the big old eyes on the side and properly misses.
Oh, you shoot it in the eye, and the eye doesn't seem to care. The bullet round just bangs off and goes careening down into the hallway and hits a wall.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
We're not really good at this. Just saying.
Well, they left the Dragon Slayer behind, so what do they expect?
Well, somebody had to look after Harley.
Max was there. She's got
would've
laser
gotten
halberd.
Max would have gotten eaten by the spider, and we all know it.
Are you sure about that?
Alright. So Cooper has 2 effective shots. Just bouncing off the hide of
Oh
effective
my,
Godzilla
panorama
here.
bullet takes you that long to get it up? I'm fucking with you, of course, but you know.
You see that thing start to lumber down in the hallway after you. Its paws stamping on the ground. You see it start to build up a head of steam as it just breaks out into a full charge, trying to trample over both Nikita and Cooper.
This is gonna be a bad day.
This started out as a bad day.
I'm going to use resist.
Alright.
I hope.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea, resist. 'Cause I'm not sure I can...
Alright. Nikita, you managed to
No,
resist, but Cooper...
I hit it twice by accident.
Cooper, you have a choice. Normal damage or take 1 HP.
1 HP, that's what I was thinking on.
Alright, so Nikita, you managed to resist just getting trampled underfoot. You get kind of knocked around to the side of it, but you're overall okay. Cooper, however, well, one of the feet just happens to kick him in the stomach while it's running past and slam him into the wall, knocking the wind out of him.
Oh, that's...
If Mags is allowed to escort Cooper, she's likely to become a better... Oh!
So, Tonga, what are you up to?
Wishing I had backup.
You do. They're right behind it.
You do. They've just been crushed along with you.
Speak for yourself. I have yet to be crushed.
Do we have a plan?
What is this plan you speak of?
Yeah. I
Oh. Well,
yell, Tonga, up and over!
okay.
Oh,
Well,
that's...
okay.
Alright,
Gonna go up and over him. Spraying the thing with bullets as I fly.
Alright, throw me strength and agility. Determine how well you can kind of jump and guide yourself over.
I mean, it's not like flying with guns is normal in this series.
Jumps over it and instead is at perfect biting height.
That's kind of the problem.
More of, I wasn't going to jump, I was going to use my guns.
Yeah, but it's the closest skill test I had for it.
Oh, God, they're getting...
I mean, you could do a shooting test.
Bad, and I need to go get this on
Then
the
go ahead,
sheet.
throw
That's
your
my bad.
attacks.
Let them shoot each other up for a little bit. I don't have a lot to do. I'm just kind of here.
Alright, that's
Harley,
3 damaging hits.
Like a good Akihima would.
Really, bipolar 20? Really?
Yes.
Harley is probably gonna die.
As his back is just peppered with rounds. Are you taking a second attack round ahead too?
Super fast.
Yep.
Alright. There you got 3 damaging hits again.
Fuck you, roll 20.
Dang, man.
It's bipolar 20. It's like, yeah, you can get all the hits you want. They're just gonna do jack and shit.
I do 5 and 5, so 10 total. Unless the thing has damage reduction, in which case probably nothing.
And as you're flying over and you're spraying it with lead and rocket blasts and soaring over, yeah, almost clear, and its long tail just strikes up and tries to snatch you right out of the air. Throw me defense for it.
So for all of you playing at home the RWBY drinking game, congratulations. You can now take a shot for the bingo drinking game. You can now take a shot for bipolar 20. Along with crotch bomb and...
And that's a nope.
Yeah, your explosion is just mistimed, and the tail just wraps around your waist, and it grabs you and slams you right into the ground for 4 damage. Now, fortunately for you, it all seems to have trouble turning around to get at Tonga. Its long neck's trying to snap behind it and like bite at it with a duck bill, but it just doesn't quite have the reach. So it ends up running down to the end of the corridor and turning around in that little extra space provided by the hallway and just squaring off with all 3 of you again.
Tactical, get the fuck out?
Yeah, that was kind of my thought of going up and over, but unfortunately Tonga's not going to be able to get out of the way. Go forward.
What are you up to?
Go forward 1. Grab Tonga. And beat feet.
She's pulling him along with us like, no.
Yep.
Alright, go for it.
There, and then I'm going to blow capacity, which would be 1 more. Is that right? 1 more you get for it?
Yep. Alright, Cooper, what are you up to?
Okay,
Oh God.
I'm gonna use
keep
my
moving.
sense and
I thought I had time to like use the bathroom and
point of
shit.
aura into it.
Wait,
To base. Yes, Fee.
never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. Since he can also take characteristics away from some things, he's going to make the ground as frictionless as possible. So when it tries, waste the ground in front of it thing. So when it tries walking, it's gonna basically be slip and sliding.
You should do that at the corner.
That's actually a good point.
So I say you're gonna do it at the corner. Which
Yeah, once he actually this corner when it tries to have to turn and all
Just
that.
took me a
move
minute
back
to
there and
realize
then
what
do it right at the
orientation
doorway so that when it
occurred.
tries to make the turn, it will slip.
So he'll 30 and burn 1, 2, 3, 4 capacity, which he has. So that he still has an action. At the 25 to make that little patch of ground near the corner there as slippery as fucking possible.
Alright. Well, with it out of sight, you don't actually hear it, but then again, you remember how insanely quiet it is. But you start to see it approaching at the end of the hall, just barely around the corner from Cooper.
Also have to say thank you, Bipolar 20.
Alright, Tonga, what are you up to?
Can I grab these two and start rocketing off?
Choices: Raccoon City, Silent Hill.
Yeah, as long as they're not
me.
going to resist or anything. Not going to
No.
pull Harley.
Nope.
Sorry for the touchy-feely, but let's book it. It's
Well, they were all just basically dragging each other. Dear God, Tonga's too much fucking capacity and shots.
I'm expecting you guys to follow, because grabbing you and flying.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to move your counter, so.
So we actually know where you stop.
Look up.
Near the top, since we just.
Hmm?
Damn, you have that much capacity?
Yeah.
So remember
I
every time
believe I can fly.
Remember, every time you spend like a thing on capacity, it gives you 5, so you can spend like 2 on 5, 2 on the like +5 thing. It's like, oh, I have 10, so that's an extra 50 movement.
Oh no, not only that. When you have mobility, each capacity you give for a spin
Counts
gives
as
you
10. Oh yeah.
And then I have a regular movement of 75.
So did we just see rocket booster via chain gun?
Yeah,
Mhm.
2 chain guns.
Whee! Well, everything in the entirety of this area knows you're here.
And we don't care.
And as that thing tries to charge, it makes it right to the corner, starts slipping, and slams into the cell door, crashing through that wall before it's able to pick itself back up.
I'm pretty
Sounds
sure
like
it
it went
probably
onto
just
a-
went through the wall and through the other wall.
Sounds like it went onto a hockey ring with suede shoes.
No, it didn't make it through the second wall. Just that one. Alright, Nikita, what are you up to?
I'm holding my action right now because I don't think I can really add to this current momentum.
Alright.
The creature is totally doing the "I'm the juggernaut bitch" moment.
Probably.
Wait, does that make...
Nikita, throw me a detection test.
$16.
You don't notice anything. Alright, Cooper, what are you up to?
That's never good. You don't notice anything. That's never good. Good night, Marshall.
Oh, fuck it. There's another
Enjoy
corner and
university
it's going to have to be
tomorrow.
going around, so... We'll try that one more time. Specifically, this lovely corner right here. So when it tries turning, it'll just slam into a solid whatever's there.
Alright. And throw me a detection test.
Holy shit. Hello. Oh, that's not.
No, he spent a point.
I see all things.
He does see all things, but then with the 24.
As you're icing over the corner, above the shattered doorway, you see something crawling along the ceiling.
God damn it.
He told me he's just not gonna let this one go.
Is it one of the maid?
No, it's Cthulhu again. And Cooper's going to save his actions in case it gets closer and or, you know, Tonga flies off with us.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the juggernaut.
Alright.
I love we're basically being dragged by Tonga while defending him.
Alright, Tonga, your turn.
Yep. Up, up, and away.
Up and away. Did he just Superman this?
Considering he's been using all of his capacity before, he is now. So that's 175.
Alright. And thus the players leave behind the creepy basement.
That's good news.
Dead nurses. Surprising, no one's come out of the elevator.
I'm getting really comfortable with the running like bitches thing.
Yeah, it tends to work when we see Cthulhu in his creations.
I'm gonna drop you both off at Harley, and then I need to get outside and make a call. I'll be making my own door.
No, we need to get Harley
boy.
out of this building. And
You have no medical transport.
we're going to have to come up with something. This place is not safe.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm calling someone.
Breaking open door, calling Commandant, telling we need the army, the military, and every other branch smashing down on this location in the next 5 minutes, basically.
We need an evacuation.
We need an exterminatus and an evacuation, but yeah.
Do we have like a nurse's station at the school? Because it's going to have to do, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna take these two and drag them back over to Harley, and then still rocketing down the hallway with his gun.
Our hero is shooting up a hospital.
Oh, no. No, no. This place does no longer get to be called a hospital.
Yeah, when you have giant Grim in the back, no.
giant Grim in the back, or turning patients into either nests for Spider Grim.
So, what happened, guys?
They've been turning people into nests for Spider Grim and, well,
Yeah.
Grim hybrids.
There's large spidery kind of things down there that tried to crawl down Cooper's mouth, and she holds up her boot, and she goes, "See, there's some on my boot right there."
Not only that, but the only thing they've been giving him is split piece soup. You know, if you excuse me, I have to make a call.
Harley,
And
I'd start
I'm going to make
vomiting.
a door.
Just make a door at the end of the hallway.
Yep.
Right?
I show them the video.
Cooper's gonna gonna go up to the doctor. Do you have something that can induce vomiting?
So, Harley doesn't feel too good, guys.
Why do you think he's going up to the doctor, grabbing him, and going, "Do you have something to induce vomiting?"
We need an antidote
like-
for the spider thing that you gave her.
Yeah, of course we have it for people who overdose on drugs. So.
Give it to her now.
I got time for 350.
I do
Well,
got
you
time
have
for
to
three
let me
minutes.
go.
Who
I need to go
dare?
down to the supply room
Thank
and
you,
get something.
Cthulhu. Wow.
Nikita, Cooper, escort the nice man to get the stuff that might save Harley.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
And I'm making a door.
What do you mean, save Harley?
The only thing they've been feeding the people downstairs in the hidden basement area
The split
is
pea soup.
split
Those
pea
aren't
soup.
peas. Those weren't peas.
Those aren't peas, those are spider eggs.
How's Harley going to react to that?
Looks very concerned. A big
Grim cock.
I guess we'll start. Me and Nikita will start basically grabbing the doctor and running with him.
Yep. While Tonga is ripping a hole in a hospital.
Oh,
It's not
what,
a hospital anymore.
And then
what room
going
do we have
outside.
to go to? Store.
As Tonga pokes his head outside, he sees that the parking lot looks like a freaking war zone.
That's
Cars,
nice.
torches, ambulances broken down. Lots of burns, lots of explosions have gone off.
Huh. That's interesting. I'm killing the doctor.
Don't kill him.
Not
We need
yet.
him
We
to
need
save
him
Harley.
first.
He seems just an idiot, not malicious. And so where do him and Nikita take him to?
You take him downstairs and back. It's no big deal. Nothing's going to happen.
Okay. I'm gonna-
I showed the video to.
Hi. This bag
Akita?
of hugs for $5.
Thank you, Lazabi.
Oh,
And
Everybody get Lazabi a boob hug.
not to Harley.
One boob hug.
As Doctor comes back, he injects something into Harley's IV, and she starts to feel very sick as a dog very quickly. And he takes the waste bin and he holds it up and tries to prop her up so that she can puke in it, because she ain't going to the bathroom in time.
Doc?
Yes?
Grabs him by the collar and yanks him down to Akahima level.
They want to show him the video first before you rip his head off?
Go on, show him the video.
We show him the video of the basement and the spiders and the large creature that wants to stomp us into mush.
And the patients that have gone missing.
Yes, and patients and people.
You just see the color drain out of his face, and he looks absolutely horrified as he sees all these things like the cannibalistic patient and the spider burr thing. And
That's
You
all
need to go to
happening in your
hospital.
basement.
in
and
this facility.
Cthulhu and the dinosaur.
I pull it. I pull it very close. If Harley dies, you die. Okay.
Since
I've been trying to save her life. What?
Akima, let him down. He was just ignorant of
No,
what's going on.
Let him back up is more the
Oh yes,
question.
let him up. Let him up. He was ignorant. We're not
Anime
killing a
style
man for
yank
being-
person upright and then kind of pat his collar where it's nice and straight and go there. Now he doesn't look as disheveled.
Given that there's now a giant fucking hole in the wall, do our what are they called? Scrolls start
Scrolls.
working again. Yes.
Yeah, if you're outside.
Yeah, I'm flying up to an altitude until it works.
I think
Oh
it
yeah,
just
you're
means
getting a
outside.
signal, Omega.
Just imagine Tonga superhero landing. He's like, oh, look, superhero landing. Oh, it's terrible on your knees.
So yeah, immediately calling the Commandant.
It takes him a while to answer, and you can guess from the surroundings of the city it's because he's had a very busy day. When he finally answers, he sounds out of breath and disheveled, and as he just snaps out, "What?"
Well, on the positive side, you're still alive. That's good news. On the negative side, they're turning people into Grimm at the hospital. They've got an entire basement level where they're using it to breed spider Grimm by giving people split pea soup, and here's a notion there, the peas aren't peas, they're spider eggs. And we've got more Grimm hybrids at the hospital. They're using the patients as test subjects.
Oh, and Cooper yelled, and the Cthulhu guy we thought we killed wasn't dead.
Oh yeah. And then there's that one Grimm hive mind thing here again. I'd say we need a medical evac to get a few people out of here while we can. But I'm guessing that's not going to be possible given the current state of affairs.
You hear him answer exasperating, says, "Those terrorists have us stretched thin right now. They're everywhere, burning down the city. I mean, we'll try to send something your way, but everything's in chaos right now."
Does the school facility have an ICU ward? Or is it at the place we're at right now?
Yeah, if you want an ICU ward, it has to be the hospital. It's the academy has its own medical staff, but it's mostly meant to treat like training injuries, nothing that serious.
So can it keep a person who's currently on life support on life support?
Yeah, it could.
Okay, now to hijack an ambulance. There's a word I never thought I'd say.
Wait a minute.
Our
ask the
heroes stealing ambulances.
Wait a minute. Ask the Commodore, has martial law been declared?
Oh yeah. The nice bear lady wants to know if martial law has been declared.
Soon enough.
He says in 5 minutes.
Good, then it's not stealing an ambulance. It's appropriating.
Yes, it's appropriate. Military means.
You act like that would have stopped me before.
Aren't we on the 3rd floor?
Yes.
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 So how are we getting Harley to the ground level?
That
Very
is a
carefully
good question.
I'm in this elevator.
I don't trust the elevator. The elevator's probably going to go down to the creeper place where the spiders are.
By the way, we're also appropriating a doctor.
You heard the lady. You've been appropriated. Make sure the one in red survives.
And you just see him slump against the wall, muttering about how it's the worst day of his life. Some psychos killed his fiancée, and now he's being kidnapped.
You're not being kidnapped.
Cooper's gonna walk over to him, pick him up, slap him. And you're like, she was not human or fondness. She was some crazy ass motherfucking creation like downstairs. How do you not fucking understand that?
Yeah, it's a lot for him to take in since, you know, this is someone he's known for quite a while, talked to regularly, worked alongside.
I have voice back.
Yay.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. Are you done puking?
I don't know. Have I done puking?
Black.
I mean, you've puked up to the point where all you're spitting up is stomach acid, and then you'd stop.
As she
It's not
removed the
pleasant
spider
stuff.
eggs.
I
Oh,
think
you
I
look in
like
the-
swimming in acid in a bin.
Yeah, it's just all sitting there in a waste bin that she's been puking into.
Cooper will set its contents on fire, just in case.
Wait, what? That's for hydrochloric acid! You do not want to do that!
Okay, then he'll just throw it
like
outside.
not dying?
Okay, then
I
he'll
take
just
the bin
throw it
over
outside.
the. I take it. No. I take the bin over to the toilet. I pour it all into the toilet and I flush it.
No, they're now going to nest in the sewers. Yay!
You know,
Yeah, that's what-
I was gonna suggest.
Like,
I was gonna
Cooper was
suggest
just
that Akahima grabs Harley and goes, "Quick, count all the peas. Make sure you threw all of them up."
Ah, no!
Cooper was just going to take it out to the hole in the wall and just dump it because if the being thrown up doesn't kill them, the third-story fall will.
You do know there is probably a bin in this hospital room marked biological waste, don't you? Which is where
Yeah,
you're supposed
that-
to put
that
all
won't
that
stop-
shit
that
in
won't-
for
that won't stop.
incineration.
We are players.
Grim.
We are not going to act like we understand this.
Not to
Besides,
mention,
what is
it
that?
wouldn't stop Grim from crawling out of it.
There's also
Dropping 3 stories might.
there's also one more thing to note about it throwing it out the window. There's a
People
whole
that way.
back blast of Tonga's guns pointing down kind of going on there. So it's like going into the exhaust of a rocket.
RPGs, folk. The place where you never do the sensible thing.
And chat, we have not nuked 3 places from orbit. We've only nuked 1. And the
so
chances might
you
become
claim.
2, but still.
No, we've only ever nuked the research site.
Yeah.
The mine got blasted by a siege mech. Have we done anything else?
We've
Wait a
only
minute.
nuked 1 place. Not
That
3,
reminds-
and definitely not 5.
That reminds me. I have a siege mech.
Not right here.
I was going to go back, grab it, and then drive it here.
Going through the same transit we came through.
I mean, I could grab the mech, come back here. It's 3 stories tall anyway.
No, you're staying with us because we're going to need your support.
Okay.
She stands there literally with her hands on her hips telling you that right now. You're staying with us because we need your support.
By the way, if we're hijacking an ambulance, who's the best driver?
What's the driving stat?
But
Probably like
it's probably
agility
not
and
Tonga 'cause it
discipline.
doesn't drive anywhere.
Probably like agility and discipline.
Still me. Because my combined score for that is 9.
Okay, then apparently he's a good driver, although he hates driving.
We want
Wait.
to take the public elevator, or do we want to take the medical elevator?
Neither?
Does it matter at this point? Either one is probably going to get us all killed.
Well, the other one is
Yeah.
near the storeroom, and I want to appropriate some possibly more medical supplies, like if they have more batteries or something, we can hook up to the life support.
I was literally about to say, if you were about to tell us you wanted to go appropriate some of those Swedish meatballs, I would be absolutely up in arms.
No, I'm not hungry. Not at all.
I think.
Put it like this: if the soup contains spider eggs, what the hell's in the meatballs?
Try and find out. It'll be delicious.
Before you die. But yeah, I assume it would be best to carry bed downstairs.
There's also other civilians here as well. That coming to mind.
We don't know who's contaminated or who's not.
Knock on S12's door.
Check is agility plus perception.
Thank you,
And that's for the
Luna.
Bumblebee motorcycle.
That makes sense.
I guess we just take her down the stairs and be the safest.
I have a better suggestion.
What?
Do you want to know what's funny? Harley has an agility of 5, perception 5.
Harley, do you believe you can fly?
I believe I can drive.
Well, what, Akima, you are not making her fly. That seems like a bad idea.
No, dummy. We go to the roof and find the helipad.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if it's still there.
That still means we'd have to go down the stairs. Or
No,
up
we
the
go
stairs.
up to get to the helipad.
We're on the third floor already.
I'm going to check to see if the helicopter is still on the roof.
Well, that would entirely depend on how many floors this place has.
It's still on the roof, but it looks like someone took a flak cannon to it.
I mean, it was a thought that I said in passing. You know, Harley, we might just have to throw you out the hole in the wall and hope that we can manage the landing.
There's no helicopter on the roof.
There was an hour ago!
You alright?
No. Now it's just scrap metal.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Wait, I still, if I'm checking my thing right, have 7 other things of dust. I could make giant pillar of rock and then just slowly lower it.
You could also make a slide.
We could just go down the stairs.
Fine.
And save the dust to defend ourselves, which we may need.
Fine, we will go down the stairs and pray that we don't all die.
So, one more thing. Ma'am, did you eat the split pea soup?
Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am, did you eat the split pea soup?
No, that's what they gave me.
Did you eat it yet, or is it still there?
I had a little, it wasn't too good.
Might want to dump the rest. Cook's apologies. Sir, daft question. Did you eat the split pea soup?
Oh yeah, it was great. They told me hospital food sucks, but that's actually pretty good.
Time for a vomit session.
Doctor,
Yeah.
drug them all.
Congratulations, Doc. You poisoned the rest of them. They're all now just, well, hatcheries.
You
So-
can see him
Tonga!
shudder visibly at the memory of the video he was shown.
Tonga! X-nay on the hatchery prey in front of the
We can-
child A.
We can guilt trip him later, come on. I guess we'll just
I
start
can
heading
guilt
down.
trip him now at the same time of helping unhook Harley, okay?
That's true.
I can multitask.
So I guess we unhook.
When am I getting out of here?
Now.
Now, and I would suggest we use the stairs in the back because that's going to get closer to the emergency room where we're going to be able to appropriate an ambulance.
That's also
And we can control the destination.
Okay, so we do all that and then head the fuck out.
Stairs it is!
Yep, let's move it.
Alright. You're rolling Harley along.
Akita, cover up. Never mind.
Kind of
We pick up Megs and
turn her away.
We stuffed Mags in Nikita's shirt.
This is the stairs I'm talking about back here.
That is for some reason the weirdest thing we've ever done.
Is the doctor coming along since we're dragging with us to, you know, watch Harley?
Yep.
So yes, Tonga did just awkwardly grab the little kitten and shoved her inside Nikita's shirt.
Where'd Tonga go? Just oh god. People disappear and
This is not working, people!
And you see the doctor like let out a little sob as he walks past his dead fiance.
She
Well,
never
when she
loved
went
you
out-
anyway. Just live with it.
she was literally probably some kind of monster. You'll get over it.
Literally, probably.
Cooper, we need to talk about your interpersonal skills at some point.
We already know he has none.
Exactly.
Talk about interpersonal skills later. Get Harley to safety first, and then
Hang
get the
on.
rest of us out of here.
Let's check the storeroom real quick and see if there's any backup batteries for the equipment.
The doctor says you really should take the patient down the elevator. It'll be much safer for her.
Yeah, I agree with you, but unfortunately, elevators are bad places in this situation.
Yeah,
Consider
so-
it like this. Do you want a patient in the elevator during a fire?
Open up
He looks
storeroom.
at Tonga and goes, "You set fire to the hospital?"
No.
Not
It was
yet.
a good idea at the time.
Not yet.
I think he's just like giving a theoretical.
This is a reminder, strip sport about you guys.
It's
Can
literally
drop a
he's
like
cleaned
if
out
you
of this
can
group,
because we're trying to
though.
hit 45. Go on, drop some likes.
I only
not
set the
wrong.
basement loosely on fire.
Do us a favor, and
But-
other than lose my
In our
silverware,
situation, there were things that were trying to kill us.
drop
So,
a tip of
yeah,
your hands. That's
we're
never been a Bill's
State
answer.
Harley face palms.
But yeah, he'll go get any batteries in the storeroom and then.
If you fall down another trapdoor, I'm gonna laugh.
Actually, yeah, Cooper will open the door from a distance. Just kind of. I just kind of use the hook on his weapon to open it up. If the floor doesn't do it, it's like, okay. Runs in, grabs a battery, and then they'll head downstairs.
Alright, you run in, see a bunch of drugs, see a bunch of medical supplies. You do see a power pack that you can grab.
Grabs that, then heads downstairs with everyone else.
A special time, more moving before whatever was in the basement gets
So
to
yeah,
us.
I think we're all saying to head downstairs. Just haven't no seen change yet.
To go down to the ground floor.
Oh yeah.
Or we could be warped
Uh-huh.
to a plain white board. Oh.
Ground floor. Bing boom.
Why have we got two mags and why is Holtz outside the hospital?
Because I was grabbing up another mags too. I didn't know they were going to add the mags.
Because they're twins.
Yes.
No, it's Max
multiples.
Siblings. She can multiply.
As one of Mags's responsible guardians, I took care of it.
Actually, at the point we're going downstairs, I will probably hand mags to Akahima because I'll probably have to help Harley's bed down the stairs.
It is perfectly okay, Linzabi, to be reading Wandering Sunrise while listening to RWBY RPG and then trying to ship Sunrise and somebody in the RWBY RPG, as weird as that sounds.
You didn't
Yeah, it's
add
not
the
the first
ship
time somebody's
part.
done that.
True, it'd be the third. It'd be the third time. No, wait, fourth. Fourth, yes. I checked the thing. It would be the fourth. And I guess we just sort of drag Harley out the hell of the hospital. If anyone questions what we're doing, we go like, "It's okay, we're the military," and then.
Well, meanwhile, Harley's going downstairs.
I mean, we try to lift her up and be as stable as possible.
Okay, well, nearest exit is north.
Yep.
Question: where's the emergency room? Because that's where the ERs are going, the ambulances are going to be.
Doesn't actually have one here.
Yeah.
Just run.
And slowly wheel.
Worst case, we
Quickly.
steal an ambulance in the parking lot.
Then head out. Are there
And
any
as you head
ambulance?
out, for those who didn't peek out the hole in the wall earlier, you see that the outside's just a complete battle zone, or at least looked like a battle was waged out here. Most of the cars in the parking lot are torched. Most of the ambulances have been shot up, exploded. Some of them look like they took flat cannon fire.
Why do I have a
Battle
feeling
seems to be
somehow this is
over
all...
here for now. Mostly just smoking, burning hulks and ruins, blast craters, a couple of dead bodies spread around.
Right then. We gotta book it to the college. Until we find a
there-
working vehicle.
Is there any... He looks like it can operate ambulance?
Preferably something with a siren.
Do
Not
we
shot
want-
up badly, but you can get one.
Okay. We'll get
Okay,
into
so
that.
long as it runs.
Few bullet holes here and there is no big deal.
I should probably drive it. As long as I believe it'll work, it'll work.
By the way, I have a driving skill of 10.
You're also on a gurney.
Yes. Tips so
And-
meaning to tell me today.
How are you going to drive from the back seat? No way.
You don't. You sit me in the front seat and kind of pass the cables over the over the driver's seat into my chest. It's fine.
No.
Somebody besides Harley's driving. Harley gets put in the back and hooked up to the equipment.
If you weren't in the condition you were in, that would earn you a Gibbs slap. But you are in the condition you are in, so you are excused from it.
By the way, while I'm saying this, I'm animatedly waving my rifle around.
And of course, as you step out there, the doctor just looks around like he's been poleaxed and goes, "What the hell did you all do?"
Hey, this is this is not our fault.
Well,
We've been inside
maybe
the
not our
entire
fault.
time.
Tiger was just outside shooting up a storm, so
I was flying, thank you very much. Those are blanks.
By the way, are our motorcycles still there?
yeah.
Okay.
That's
We-
good.
Let's get a couple motorcycles. We'll get our motorcycles and escort the ambulance.
Alright, so you go out to him, you see someone has spray painted them though and like tagged betrayer on the gas can.
Cool. Now it has a nickname.
Somebody touched my bike.
Worry about that later, Harley.
So how long does it take us to get back to the academy?
Well, if you're trying to avoid trouble,
Yes.
About an hour.
Okay.
Can we hook Harley into the ambulance to provide power?
Well, you got a spare battery, so you'll be okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Harley,
but
this is
that's
gonna
power
hurt for a
versus
second. What do you mean? Oh God! Why did you do that? I had to change the battery. It's just like changing a diaper, except for painful.
There's a
Enjoyed
bunch of
that.
there's a bunch of drunken anime girls. That's never a good sign.
Where do you see a bunch of drunken anime girls?
Near the your
Right
beds.
near the cabin. All of them are holding beer.
Oh,
By the way,
boy.
did we ever work out where the med center was in this place?
It'll be in the administration building.
So yeah, we'll take Harley there and then someone just hop down a little fucking
Whee!
I think administration's over here.
Yeah. So you get there and you open up the ambulance, and there's a couple of nurses who run out to check, and they're kind of confused at why this shot-up ambulance is rolling up to them. But as soon as you fill them in, they start wheeling Harley in, and they're gonna set her up.
Oh, actually, while they're doing this, Cooper's gonna get Nikita and have her send the video to the Commandant.
Yeah, we send the video and the pictures we took to the Commandant.
Well, he doesn't answer right away, but from your driving the city, you're guessing he's probably busy.
Yep.
No, I just want a normal day for once. Like, why can't one day just the biggest issue be like, the toaster broke?
You know, a normal day, you just get detention.
Yeah, why can't we have just, you get detention, not Harley has bullet holes in her?
Because we're going to get detention for this anyway.
Why are we getting detention for this?
But technically
go
it was
down-
Monday and we missed class.
I went to class.
At Cooper's remarks about why can't we just have a normal day, Callie will mention, isn't this the kind of the normal for us?
I mean, like a normal person normal.
Because that would be strange for us.
Guys, the moment we enter this academy, we forfeited a normal life. I don't know
Thank
why
you for the
keep on
raid.
complaining. This is kind of fun.
I guess.
So, this is going to sound strange, but I missed you too, and I wasn't sure I was going to live. Can I have a hug?
Hugs, don't get.
Ah, hugs are
Big
good.
Hug from Callie to everyone who
So 3 people.
walks over and repeats the procedure with Cooper.
Yeah, if you moved here, you could do Cooper and Nikita at the same time. Or do another bear hug.
And does the same to Nikita.
Mika hugs Cooper, but then proceeds to slap you in the back of the head.
What did I do?
I don't know. I just know you did something.
I mean, that's a fair point.
We did kind of arrive in a ambulance that's been shot to hell. So
We've
yeah, there's
had
that.
a rough day, night, weekend, life.
Okay, are you up for tacos?
Do you have tacos?
Throws Akahima over the shoulder and carries her to the taco truck.
Oh, she forgets all
There's words!
forgets all her problems by tacos.
Of course, now we just find out that the whole plan all along was to contaminate the entire city with the grim eggs through tacos.
No one would dare mess with the sacred taco.
Who will dare mess with the sacred tacos?
Wait, how did we get to tacos with... the cause of this?
Because that's what I would have done as a game master, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, the ideal taco truck's parked out in front of the first-year student barracks.
So, did we get more first years who are all busty drunken people, or?
Oh, they're one of those teams that are off screen that you never really notice because they've never actually had attention drawn to them.
They're all
Are they Team Booze? Like B-O-O-Z?
You know the teams in the first season where they're all in black as well? That's one of those teams.
No, that's Team Dab with Dahlia, Henrietta, Beverly, and Brenda.
Dab. Really?
Works for me.
Personally, I thought Booze would be better.
Or is it booze or boobs? Because, I mean, it could also be team
No,
tits.
it's Dab. It's technically Dab. I thought Booze would be better because they're all drinking, but...
Team
But yeah, as Mika goes to taco truck, she sees that they're just sitting there, standing on the sidewalk, drinking slowly. Occasionally one of them says, "Yep."
King of the Hill. Which one was that? But I guess we'll head out to get food while Mags and Harley, hang out in the nurse's office.
I'm bringing them tacos.
Get me a taco!
We will not have them go without sacred tacos.
So do we all just move over to the taco truck, or just sending 1 or 2 people?
Why don't we just signal
I
the
can
taco
make
truck?
clones of myself.
Yeah, why don't we just tell the taco truck to come here?
That's true.
Wait a minute. It's still martial law. We can appropriate it.
We are not appropriating the taco truck. Tacos are for everyone.
Wait, why are there so many Mikas?
Because Mika has used semblance to create extra solid light clones. So now she doesn't have a single handful of tacos, she has 4 handful of tacos.
But only one of those sets is real.
Could we just head over to them, ask them if they can move over near the administration office? There's a lot of tired people who don't want to walk.
This helps with Tommy and Phi.
Thank you, Joseph. It does help a lot.
And they say, "Oh yeah, we're just finishing up around here anyways." Sounds good.
Wait, how many editions of Kuru's character do we want?
There are 3 extras and 1 that is the real one.
As he's heading back, he'll wave a Team Alcohol over there.
Team Alco. Yeah. Okay
Yeah,
then.
they give you a little nod and say, "Yep," and offer you a drink.
Not at the moment. But thank you.
Wait, 4 busty women just offered Cooper a drink, and he turns them down.
Yeah, well, remember what happened when... Remember what happened when Sexy Twins offered him a drink?
Yes.
We have words.
Callie just asks, "Is there any reason in particular why you're out here drinking?"
Yep.
Gives Harley taco.
They just stare at you blankly like, "Why wouldn't we?"
Actually thinking about it, Cooper's flask is technically empty because the other person drank it off. So yeah, he'll go and at least get his flask filled. If they have some extra, if they have like a bottle or something. Team beer.
Team beer boobs.
So yes, Cooper will take him up on the offer, at least get his flask filled. Thank y'all.
Yeah, so when you take them up on their offer, they like crack open their cooler and hand you a beer.
Mind if I take a few of these for some others?
No problem.
Team beer.
I just gonna ask if they have the 5-liter bottles of at least in vodka.
And they just stare at you blankly and go, "No, we're native-born sons of Mantle. We're daughters of Mantle, actually, but we drink beer."
No. They said sons. It's a cross-dressing beer drinking troupe. It's nothing but traps, and we know it.
Wrong session. Trap session is Wednesday.
Nope. Trap session now. Trap session now.
Cooper's gonna take a few of the beers and then head off over to the rest of the group away from the maybe traps. Hands one over to Tonga. Hands one over to Nikita. Hands one over to Akahima. And, well, yeah, the other two don't get any. Because Mags is too little and Harley doesn't need alcohol at the moment.
Team Dale, Hank, Bill, and Boomhauer.
Yeah, because they were dab, so...
Tracy, Roberta, Abel, Princess. Team Trap. Done. It's canonized. Team Trap. Now I kind of want to have artwork of this done.
He already said they were Team Dab earlier.
They're Team
So
Trap.
Dahlia, Henrietta, Brenda, and Beverly.
They're Team Trap.
I mean, they
Alright, so as we wind up this session, you're having tacos, you're having beer, Atlas is burning down around you from terrorist faunas.
It's another Monday. What can we say?
We don't,
I mean, it's not a Monday yet because Mika only has a keg of beer and not a her 5 liters of vodka.
Yet.
Wait, you're arguing over having a keg of beer instead of a 5 liter of vodka?
Yes. Why you ask?
We need to know, does it come
This
up
is
with
true. So, let's establish this now. Somebody take a note. Who's doing recap next time?
I half-assed it this time, so someone else can.
I volunteer Hetty.
Hey, I'm not even going to officially be here. We finished the hospital arc.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, it'll be your last little outing into.
Yeah, it'll be your last little outing. Be your last outing. We all get to say formally get to say goodbye to Harley at some point during the session, and then move on.
So how about we?
All right then.
How about we volunteer Varna because she's not here to defend herself, and she's going to be taking Harley's place anyway.
Varna doesn't know what happened.
I'll do it.
Just because he wants to be a sneaky, kind of a bit of a bastard when they're drinking, Cooper's gonna go to Nikita. So, what were you saying about being under you earlier? And kind of smile, knowing he's probably about to get hit.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of tips. Actually, 21 would win the pirate hat, but we have Drinking Buddy, Cthulhu, Lanzabi, and Joseph Hobbs for tips today. You guys are awesome. And Drinking Buddy gets the hat unless somebody's going to protest. I do have to thank some other people before I get the hat out. Sponsors and top tier patron people. So let's get those. Just Hetty, Mike Hollow Bones, Lazabi, King Bronze, Assignment Spaghetti, Jonty 1978, James Buckner, Rich Robowski, Song of the Void, Miss Priss, Skullman Gaming, and Heroin Bob. And Heroin Bob still rocking the longest time ever with 7 months. That may be a permanent thing. I don't know how long. I would also like to thank Flopadoodle, Song of the Void, our anonymous person, and Michael Bones for being top tip patrons. Yeah, they get to pick a game I have to try out every month if they so desire to exercise that right, and also have full access to me through Discord or email anytime they so will please. These people are amazing. Seriously, they pay like my utility bills. I'm not even arguing that. Yeah. So that's all my spiel. Oh, check out the description below. We do have a shop for you guys now for prints, plushies, and Prance cards. I will be having Twilight Secret Ship Fit cards soon. And something else. Buttons. Right, buttons and pins. Those will be ready in the next few months, I hope. I have to get a button smasher. What was that, like $20? Yeah, that's $20, whatever it is. I have to get
They're
a button
actually really
smasher.
cheap. I've made buttons before. They're really cheap to actually make.
You have to get a button maker. But those will be available by the end of the month. And at least the buttons and the pins will... The buttons will be. Pins will be available later. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for a t-shirt. Suggestions. Helpful ones. Maybe. There is an animation video in progress. It will be ready at some point between now and Winnie City. I just recorded the audio for it, and now we're going through and doing the animation stuff for it. It will be ready sometime between now and next week for you guys to enjoy. I think that's it.
Alright, hope everyone had fun. We send them off to the raid or anything?
Drinking buddy, here's that. You're awesome. Let me see if there's somebody to raid. Do we have somebody who we can drop? I see somebody we can raid.
Wait,
Who wants to go raid Obsidian Entertainment?
Yes. And first you tell me what's on Nikita's bed from Cooper.
Nikita knows what it is.
So here we go,
I should
guys.
know if it's from Cooper.
Copy. Paste. So unless somebody wants to drop more than $20, that's going to be the end of the stream, and we're going to go raid Obsidian Entertainment. Raid. Hashtag best entertainment. Let me go drop this in my Twitch, and then you guys just come in, start dropping the hashtag and saying hello. They currently only have 15 people watching. Let's make that like, 50.
That's perfect.
So there you guys go. If it's not working through the YouTube, make sure that you delete the extra spacing. In the meantime, go ahead and drop in and say hello to Obsidian Entertainment.
What's the hashtag? Best entertainment. Yeah.
Best entertainment. Anybody? Anybody jumping in the raid?
Yeah, I'm still getting it, even after doing the backup.
So it looks to me like they're not actually running anything at the moment.
They just ended the show!
Oh, that's why I'm not going anywhere.
Oh.
Oh, they just ended the show. We showed up at the end.
I was wondering why I couldn't get on. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Aww. Aww.
It's like, what the hell's going on?
Well, then I'm not going to host them. They ended the show as we showed up. They ended the show as we showed up. Damn it, Obsidian. You just had to go 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Just 5 minutes. That's all you had to do. Their Fiaura senses tingled. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Their Fiaura senses tingled. Well, show's over. Sad face. Anybody else streaming, or is that's it? That's all I got on my list right now. Why?
Hey, Fee, Daft
Yes.
question.
Daft answer.
Have you done a Aeronauticon Necrons yet? But I expect the aircraft to actually fly very well. But
There's like 1 aircraft. That's it.
Ah.
We literally just We literally
there's
like
about four versions of the same
we tried to cobble together a final episode, and wound up with like 5 vehicles.
Gotcha.
And we looked up and said, this is not even enough to do an episode on, because 2 of these vehicles I can't even like get any information on other than they exist. So that leaves us with 3 vehicles, all 3 of which I have to get 3D printed.
Yeah.
Because there's no models.
And let's be honest, I don't think the Necron is going to fly at all.
It will, just straight up.
I think you mean straight down into the ground, followed by a big old ball of green fire.
All the mass is at the back behind the center of lift. So it'll end up pointing upwards, at which point your engines are pointing downwards, and if it's got enough mass to move it, thrust to move itself, it'll just go up.
Or continue to spin until it eventually smacks into something.
That's
Hello,
fair.
whoever joined.
Hello.
So you guys can come in, hang out for a little bit. We're going to be tying up the night. I hope to see all of you guys later. Please do check out fiaurathetankgirl.com and, you know, give me a reason to send you merchandise. I'll be getting more merchandise shortly. Also, give me suggestions for like what I should put on a t-shirt and what I should put on a coffee mug, because those are things people have asked for. I think that's it. Good night, everybody.
Alright.
Pigs.